know you're destined for slavery and
I'll
death.
throw some
According
water
to the
on
Bible.
you. You need a seminar.
According to the Bible.
I
Blessing.
don't care.
You don't care? Good. I'm
ready?
glad you don't care. So
You
take
ready?
your not caring ass on
You
up
ready?
front. We're done with you.
You
What about
ready?
you, man? What you got
I'm
to
gonna
say?
give you a baptism and a two-piece and a biscuit. Oh, the biscuit. I'm gonna give you a baptism and a two-piece.
Where's that in your book?
Where's what?
Love.
You love Christ?
is my savior.
Do you love Christ? What did he save you from?
Get on your knees. Get on your knees right now. On your knees.
All right, you know what?
And tell him thank
my
you.
Lord Christ.
Thank
Do you love his people?
Now.
Do
Stay
you
down.
love his people?
Stay down. Don't,
Get
don't
up.
come close.
Do you
Right
love,
here.
do you
Stay
love
down.
his people?
Right here.
Give it up. Give it up
right
to
here.
him. Tell him. Get down. Get back down.
Yeah, get back
Mom.
down, man.
Get
We didn't
back
tell you
down.
to get up yet.
Fuck
I'll get down
We
with you.
didn't tell you
Come
to
on.
get back
Come
up
on.
yet.
Y'all
Crazy.
you're preaching hate.
Who's preaching
Who's
hate?
preaching hate?
Who's preaching hate? Where did we come out here and stop you? Come here. Let me hear what you got to say. Let me hear what you got to say. I want to hear your message. Because the Bible says when we keep the commandments, that's when we get to enter into the gates. What do you say?
Let's go back to the New Testament.
Back to the New
We've
Testament.
already paid the
We're
price.
going to go back to the New Testament. All right.
Christ already paid the price.
Christ paid the price for who?
All of us.
Well, who's all of us? What are you? What's your
That
nationality?
means you.
What's your nationality? I know it means me. I don't know about you. Did we come out here and stop you? Come here. Let me hear what you got to say. Let me hear what you got to say. I want to hear your message. Did we come out here and stop you? Come here. Let me hear what you got to say. Let me hear what you got to say. I want to hear your message. Do you know what the biblical nationality of the Irish are?
I don't know.
Did we come out here to talk to you? Did we come out here to talk to you? No, we came out here to talk to our people. We came out here to spread love to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. The same people your people been hating for the last half a millennium. The same people your people done enslaved for the last half a millennium. The same people your people done raped, robbed, and murdered for half a goddamn millennium. Yo, get the fuck out of my face. Don't get in my face. Don't get in my face. Don't get in my face.
Motherfucker.
Do you remember making a video about us saying that we don't even come out here to teach the Bible, we just pull guns on innocent people? You remember saying that?
I've seen you pull guns on people,
No.
but I never said that's all you do.
But, okay,
What Israelite group just pull guns on people?
none that I'm aware of.
Yeah, nobody does that.
So-
They wouldn't be out of here for long. That's all they did.
So you're not saying that that's all we do.
No.
But another part of that was innocent people. You said innocent. I distinctly remember you saying innocent.
Yeah, just like you jump innocent people.
I have not jumped in.
Sicarii has jumped innocent people.
I'm talking to you about what you said about us.
Sicarii has jumped innocent people.
Have you seen anybody?
You have pulled guns. You have pulled guns on people.
Have you seen anybody in Sicarii outside of this camp here pull a gun on anybody?
Oh, you're saying besides you guys right here?
Just right here, yeah.
I've seen other people armed. I've seen other people with weapons. I've seen other acts of violence.
Full guns. I'm not trying to mince words. I'm being very direct, and I'm doing this in a very peaceful way.
I don't think so. But what does it have to do with Isaiah 19?
We can get to that in a second.
You gotta go?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'll be back up.
We can get to that in a second.
Okay.
What I'm trying to do is offer the same courtesy that I extended to Austin. I had an issue with him, and I addressed it up front. He addressed it very honestly and openly. He said, look, if that's what you got from that, that's not what I meant. And I said, okay, thank you. I'm trying to do that with you. But I feel like you're trying to do something else. And maybe you're not trying to do it and it just looks that way to me. So I'm giving you the opportunity. I'm talking to you about something specific. You said something about me in particular, or at least us right here in particular. Right? You didn't say my name, you might not even know my name. Let me not jump ahead. Have you seen anybody in Sicarii pull a gun out on anybody except for us right here?
No. On a video, no.
No, you haven't, right? So when you said what you said, you were talking about us.
Yeah, that's true.
So I am talking about what you said about us. And I prefaced that by saying, not even you in the community in general, because I have issues with that too, but personally, I'm talking about that, right? And you said innocent people. Do you stand on that?
Yeah.
You stand on that?
Well, if you define innocent, is it haven't sinned, like what you believe? No. If you define innocent,
I'm talking
as
about undeserved,
they didn't,
undeserved of that reaction.
As in there was no reason to do it. Sure. I remember you specifically saying,
your people that raped, robbed, and murdered for half a goddamn millennium. Yo, get the fuck out of my face. Don't get in my face. Don't get in my face. Don't get in my face.
Motherfucker.
I said, you trying to die tonight. Those are verbatim the words that I said. Hey, you trying to die tonight? You trying to die tonight?
yeah.
What's up?
Come on.
What's up?
Shoot me, motherfucker.
Hey,
Come on. Shoot me.
You don't want that.
Shoot me.
Hey. Do you know why I said those words?
Because you were saying you were going to shoot him.
No. But why?
Why were you going to shoot him? I think you went under some kind of pretense that he was pulling a weapon.
Some kind of pretense that he was pulling a weapon.
Can't see it in the video.
You can't see it in the video.
Can't see it in the video.
You can't see
Can you see it in the video?
No, you can't.
So I would have to take your word that he pulled a weapon on you?
But what you can see him do is, and I'm going to make the motion, I'm not going for a weapon. All right? Witnesses. He jumps back, sweeps his shirt like this. And when he jumps back, he comes out of the view of the camera. But you do see him going for his weapon, you just don't see the weapon itself.
What did he pull out?
What he ended up having was a knife. Rape, robbed, and murdered. I have a goddamn life. Yo, get the fuck out of my face. Don't get in my face. Don't get in my face. Don't get in my face.
Motherfucker.
Hey. Hey. You trying to die tonight? You trying to die tonight?
yeah.
What's up?
Come on.
What's up?
Shoot me, motherfucker.
Hey,
Come on. Shoot me, motherfucker. Come on. Shoot me, motherfucker. Come on. Shoot me! Shoot me!
Hey!
Shoot me! Shoot me!
Hey! But I couldn't see that because he drew this way. And normally, people carry knives like in the front, in the pocket. I didn't perceive that to be a knife. And then when he saw our response to that, he went like this, and we holstered. So,
I saw a number of people with guns out for an extended period of time.
For an extended period of
It
time?
looked like cops.
Looked like cops.
Yeah.
Where did you? Cops didn't show up until after the crime.
No. You guys look like cops.
We look like cops.
Yeah.
How do we look like cops?
Holding on somebody who has got a knife, holding, saying, "Do you want to die tonight? Do you want to die tonight?"
Didn't know it was a knife. Thought it was a gun.
Okay. Well, you knew after you saw it, I guess.
And
if that was
I put it away.
So we have to take your word for that.
And no, you don't have to.
But notice,
you don't have to take my word for me putting it away. You can see a free holster in the video.
Some things are on camera, but one brother moves. Well, I don't see him. But one brother moves out of camera after he's got it out. So, but what does that have to do with Isaiah 19?
It doesn't have anything to do with Isaiah 19. It has to do with my art with you. That's what I started off with, and I feel like you heard me. Maybe you didn't, but it seems to me like you're being very disingenuous by asking that question because you know it doesn't have anything to do with it.
Wait, what? I'm not being. What I'm saying is, what you're talking about doesn't have anything to do with the scripture you guys were discussing.
What it has to
this
do
does,
with,
though.
What it has to do with is my art with you.
Okay.
If you had a personal issue with me, should you not address it with me?
The issues with Sicarii are bigger.
Personal with me.
The issues with you, the issues with Sicarii in general, including you, are bigger than personal issues. And so I don't spend time on personal issues.
But can you answer the question though? If you have,
there's all kinds of. If you mean that Sicarii said things about me that are personal, that deal with. I'm answering the question.
My name is not Sicarii.
If you don't, look at
talking about me.
No, look at your shirt.
No, I know I'm a member of the organization.
Yes.
But I'm talking about, look, you had the Shield Squad.
Yeah.
Somebody else in the Shield Squad could have said something about me and it had nothing to do with you. I wouldn't address you about it. I would address them about it.
The difference is I don't call them chief priests.
Okay, you don't have to call anybody.
And I don't pay tithes to them.
You don't have to call anybody.
So what? It's not an analogy.
Yes, it is.
Sicarie's not an analogy to Shield Squad. Here's what I'm saying.
No, you're right. It's not because
you said, "Is Egypt my people?" And I showed you that it did. Why don't you want to talk about the Bible, though?
I've been talking about the Bible, and I don't have a problem with that. But before I talked to him about the Bible, I got my problem with him out of the way.
Okay.
Doesn't Christ say to do that?
With a fellow believer, sure.
Don't you consider yourself a believer?
Yeah, so we're not fellow believers.
No, we're not fellow believers. So then I should have no dealings with you.
Where does the scripture say that?
Where does the scripture say what? That we shouldn't have dealings with unbelievers?
Yeah.
Is that a serious question, or are you just trying to say?
Yeah, where does the Bible say you can't talk to an unbeliever?
I didn't say. Okay, you misunderstood.
Well, talking to them is having a dealing with them.
Yeah, there you go. Look. I understand to a degree. I don't watch like a lot of your stuff, so I don't know all your stuff or whatever. But I'm somewhat familiar with you, and I know that you're really good at kind of like getting your way into what you want to talk about, and I actually respect it. I respect it because it's crafty. The first time I saw you do that was when you went and saw to Harlem. But at first they were like, we're not talking to him, we're not dealing with him, and then by the end of the video they're talking to him. You remember that?
Yeah, in Harlem, yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure where it was. I just remember seeing
Morningside Park.
Right. I'm not even saying I'm not willing to talk to you. What I'm saying is I want to address something first. You're not addressing it, and you're just trying to look. I didn't even say we can't get to that, so I don't see what the issue is. If you're lying and saying that I pulled guns out on innocent people, I'm asking you now, do you stand on that?
If he pulled a knife on you first, he could be hypothetically justified in pulling a gun on him, if that's all true.
It's not hypothetical at all, because
you're allowed to lie to outsiders, aren't you?
The whole Mesa Police Department came and surveyed the area, talked to the security guard at the store.
So police always get their investigations right? You trust the cops now?
Yes. Looked at our video, looked at the surveillance videos. What I know is where I was, and they showed up. They watched our camera. They went and got the store's camera. I didn't see the store's camera footage. They went and looked at the store's camera footage. They went and talked to the security guard. They interviewed the guy. They talked to us. They looked at our footage, and they said, you guys have done nothing wrong. Did we come out here to talk to you? No, we came out here to talk to our people. We came out here to spread love to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. The same people your people been hating for the last half a millennium. The same people your people done enslaved for the last half a millennium. The same people your people done. Robbed and murdered. I haven't got that millennium. Yo, get the fuck out of my face. Don't get in my face. Don't get in my face. Don't get in my face.
Motherfucker.
Hey, you trying to die tonight? You trying to die tonight?
Yeah.
What's up?
Come on.
What's up?
Shoot me, motherfucker.
Hey,
Come on. Shoot me.
You don't want that.
Shoot me.
Hey. Go or continue doing whatever you want to do. They asked us if we want to press charges on the guy. We didn't end up pressing charges. So he went through. And we've seen him again since then, and he was in a more sober state of mind, and he just walked by, went like that, and kept on going. He didn't deal with us anymore, and we didn't do anything to him. We didn't go out of our way to go.
Maybe that's true, but how would I know when you say we're allowed to lie to outsiders?
Right.
So how do we know you're not lying right now?
If that's what you're going to stand on, if that's what you're going to stand, because again, you could always just call Mesa PD. I don't know if they have things on record. I don't know, but I'm not PD. Yeah, you could
I don't trust Mesa PD either, but okay.
Okay, that's fine.
You may be very right, but notice I said if that's true, then yeah, sure.
Then yeah, sure what?
You could have done that. What you're saying could be a case of self-defense. I said that. If everything you're saying is true, if what you're saying is true, this is not information any person watching that video would be able to know. But if what you're saying is true, then you could be justified in your action. But I already said that. That is true. That's true.
So when you made your video and told people, because you have a lot of followers, you got a lot more followers than I do.
I don't have more followers than Alazar Ben Loya.
I don't know how many followers you have. I just know you have more followers than me.
I don't have more followers than him.
And I'm not talking about Alazar Ben Loya.
But that's who you're under.
I'm talking about what you said.
That's your larger organization.
What you said about me. That's what I'm talking about.
Sicarii Phoenix.
About us. Right.
Yeah.
At the time, I was the sole officer of Sicarii Phoenix, so if you want to keep throwing us on Alazar, you'd have to throw Phoenix on us.
You're under Alazar.
Alazar's not in Phoenix. So you said what you said about me, right? When you made that video, did you present it in a way where maybe they did, maybe they didn't? No. You just said, this is what they do. They pull guns out on innocent people. I haven't even nitpicked you on the word people. Because that was one person. Have you ever seen me pull a gun out on anybody else?
Have you ever pulled a gun out on anyone else at camp?
Have you ever seen me pull a gun
Have you ever
out
pulled
on
a gun
anybody
out on
else?
anyone else at camp?
Have you ever seen?
Have you ever pulled a gun out at anyone else at camp?
Is it? Can you answer the question?
Will you answer if I answer?
Have you ever seen me?
Will you answer if I answer?
I can lie to you. So what difference does it make, right?
So you will.
That's what you said. You said, well, how do we know? 'Cause
Will you answer?
But you're not willing to lie, are you?
No, but according to you,
Hold on.
you believe that's all I can do. So I know where you stand too. Will you answer though?
In your mind.
Will you
do
answer?
Believe that you're okay to lie?
No, thou shalt not lie.
Okay, so I don't think that you think it's okay to lie. I just think you do it anyway. And I've watched you do it.
Will you answer? Will you answer?
Answer first, and then I'll answer that question.
All right. I have not seen any other videos of you pulling guns out on anyone.
So why did you say people?
Have you pulled
It's your turn to answer now.
guns out
You
on
can
any
say
other
whatever
people
you
at
want,
camp?
that's fine. Why did you say people though?
You said you were going to answer. You
No.
you literally said that.
No, I said I would answer that question.
You haven't answered it.
As far as will I answer the question after you ask?
Yeah, you said you would.
Question.
You said you would.
Oh, will I answer? Okay, the question that I said I would answer? No, I'm not giving you an answer. There's the answer to that question.
All right. Let me ask you a hypothetical. Do you think Derek Chauvin, the first time he abused someone as a police was when you saw him kneel on George Floyd's neck? Do you think that was the first time?
Do I think? I don't think so.
Right.
I don't have any videos
why do
saying
you
that he did it.
why do you think it's unlikely that was his first go around?
Why do you think that I would think that?
See,
I think
see,
you
this
know the
is
answer to that.
you talk about snake talk. This
No.
is slick.
Okay,
but I will answer you.
I'll
I will.
answer it straight up. I'll answer it straight
Okay.
up. But I said that because I think you know why I think that. Because he's the devil.
Okay.
Because he's the devil.
There's a more logical answer.
Because other people
which
said
is
that he has?
no. There's a more logical answer.
Yeah.
If Derek Chauvin knows he's being recorded and is still willing to engage in that kind of behavior, clearly on camera, he believes I'm going to be able to get away with this. This is going to be presented as justified. I'm on camera, everyone sees me, and I'm still going to do this. And look at the camera, and I'm going to do it as long as I want.
Did he know that
When I see you and how you operated,
But did he know?
that immediately lets me know this is not the first time. And if it was your first time, it's kind of like when you're 16 and people say, are you a virgin? I'm not going to answer. Everyone knows the answer. Since you say, I'm not going to answer, we know the answer. We know the answer.
That's fine.
We know the answer.
That's fine.
And so
Now, as far
that's
as
why
Derek
I said
Chauvin
that.
is concerned-
Because
Hold on,
because there's evidence of a pattern.
You said something
There's
like that.
evidence of a
You
pattern
used
there.
Derek Chauvin
There we
as
go.
an example.
Yes, sir.
Was what Derek Chauvin did against protocol.
Yes, it was. So you want to change the subject even further?
No, because you're using that.
That shows he could.
And trying to admit is what I did against the law.
Is what you did against the law? Well, you said the cops ruled it's not. If what you're
You said
if
yourself
no
that if he drew a
it's a
weapon-
big if. It's a big
You
if.
said if he
If he doesn't have one, then you could be charged with brandishing.
Yes, I would have been charged. with
If
brandishing.
well, the
Yes.
wrongdoers are not always charged with the law, and you know that as well. The wrongdoers are not always. I've seen camps get away with a lot.
That's what.
I've seen them slap a hoe,
You've seen them slap up.
and that's what they said. That's what they said. That's why I said it that way.
I'm not familiar with this.
GMS multiple times has examples where they've done this. And the reason I said it that way is because that's the way they described it.
I would have to.
That's
take
one
your word.
example.
The only time
I've
ever
seen
seen-
ICPK.
Can I respond?
I'm giving multiple examples.
Well, I want
I've
to
seen
give you examples. I just
ICPK
wanna-
slap the hats off an Ashkenazi. I've seen IUIC.
I just want
There
to-
you go. There's a spirit of violence
I want to-
present in Sicarii. There's a present spirit of violence in Sicarii.
That's right.
We know your true heart.
That's
And
right.
I'll give you another example. Let me see if this gets all praises from you.
hold on.
We've also seen
Before you go on, I
IUIC
just
attack
said
a
that I-
homosexual man
Hold
as
on.
he was approaching
My
the
brother.
camp, and he didn't touch him at all.
I let him
And
talk,
they pinned him down like they were the cops.
Can you
And that's
listen to
3
that?
examples off the top.
Right.
I'm not reaching for a weapon, everyone. Please do not shoot me.
I know you're not. You wouldn't do that.
Stop resisting. Stop resisting.
Stop resisting.
Yeah, that's what you guys love that one.